and good afternoon to you all. I am back with M for Mother Part 2 of the Eyeshadow Palette A to Z collection. I've saved M as a part 2 because it's all Melt Cosmetics. These are all the Melt palettes that I own. Melt Cosmetics are my 100% favourite brand ever. They do the most amazing palettes and formula, and their aesthetic is also, I can't describe it. I love them. I just love everything about them. Their quality is outstanding too. So I wanted to do a whole video of Melt, because added it to any previous ones it would have taken ages. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my chair. My phone is on the back of a chair. I'm so professional. So let's get right in. So I'm not doing these in any particular order. These are just the order that they are in my drawer. So the first one we have is the Rust palette. I know this was the first one I ever bought from that brand. It is a beautiful, neutral, browny coloured, warm toned palette, which is everything I love. Like I said, the quality is just unreal. So this, it's so pigmented. Like, I've read reviews that people have done on certain palettes and stuff, and they've said, you know, they're really difficult to blend, and I've not found that with any of their palettes that I have. So I don't know, maybe people just have issues with them possibly, but I don't particularly. They're just, I love them. I've got nothing bad to say about any of the palettes at all. So this is Miss Rust. She is beautiful. Their packaging is lovely as well. We have the 27 palette. I like how they're all the same. They're all thin. They're all easy to carry about. 27 is, again, a neutral one. It kind of would work with this one, I think. You know, it's kind of a neutral but more of a pinky theme than brown. I don't know. And obviously I'm not a palette designer or whatever, but again, I used this one yesterday. It's just beautiful. Quick go-to looks you can do with that one. We have the 420, which has got this amazing holographic packaging. So I believe the guys who own Melt Cosmetics are really into their cannabis, which is illegal in our country, in the UK. But I believe where they're from, California, I think, it's a legal thing. And a 420 is something to do with weed. I don't know. But this one, again, is stunning. I've used this quite a few times. I think there was like a marijuana leaf on the prints. But anyway, yeah, this is nice. I'm not a fan of yellows. However, this is kind of more of a green. This is quite a nice yellow because it's more dark than bright yellow, if you know what I mean. It sounds weird, but lovely dark brown there. So this is nice. People have complained about this one. I've read that it's really hard to blend and there's just one shimmer shade and blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? Whatever. I love it. This one also, I don't use this one very often. Millennial Pinks. Gorgeous. Again, beautiful colours. Look at the shift on that white one there. These kind of dark ones are unusual, but I think they do work with it. They work with the palette. I've not used this one in a while, actually. I think I might get this one out again and give it a go. That shade is stunning. Rose Brunch. I love it. Love, love, love. I can't say anything bad about them. I love everything they do. We also have this one, the Gemini, which I believe is retired now and really, really hard to get hold of. I love this. This is one of the best blacks I've ever used. These shades at this end are stunning. These are the shade at this end are stunning. I am prepared to give this up to anybody who wants to swap it for the Mwert palette, because that's the only one I don't have. And it's the one palette that I would probably sell my children for. No, I know I actually would. No, I wouldn't. Of course I wouldn't. But yeah, this is highly sought after. I don't know why they don't like Melt. They must know. If they've got a big following on social media, they must know that people are after certain palettes of theirs that they've retired. And they could easily bring them back, you know, for a limited time only or whatever. Stick another $100 on. I would buy them. You know, it just seems mad. But anyway, this is Gemini. She's lovely. Beautiful, beautiful. We also have Mary Jane, which has got this really nice kind of sparkly, you can't really see it here because of my glittery background, but sparkly writing. Mary Jane again is associated with weed. So this came out last April, I believe. And this one is gorgeous. It's really nice. Cool tones, which I'm not normally a fan of, but I was always going to get it anyway. You know, I'm not going to, as soon as Melt release a palette, I get it. Their new one, actually, I want, but it's not on Beauty Bay yet. And I bought from Melt Cosmetics before, and I had paid a shit ton of tax, but it was for the Beetlejuice PR box. So there was quite a lot of tax. However, I was not going to not let that go without buying it, which it's sitting here next to me because I'm going to show some things out of it as well. So this is Mary Jane. Beautiful. We have some of the smaller ones as well. So we have Smoke Sessions, again, more weed. They like their weed, obviously, at Melt. So this is just 8 pans instead of 10 like the bigger ones, but this one is gorgeous. These shimmers are unreal. I'm not going to swatch because I've run out of wipes, but I'm sure you know anyway. It's been on sale, one of theirs, you know, for a couple of years, I think. So this is easy to buy. Beautiful. We also have the blueprint, which I believe was a stack beforehand, as illustrated there. So I'm not a mad blues user. I don't use blues very often, so just having these few here plus a few others in other palettes I have is perfect for me. I do like these though. These are gorgeous. It's not a palette I use a lot, but it's nice, and it's a, you know, it's a Melt one. Brunette was quite a recent one, so this is a really neutral, really everyday kind of use palette. Again, stunning formula, stunning colours, can't say anything bad about it. And then we come to this one, which is my most recent acquisition from them. They re-released this. I need the Mwert to go with it. The Mwert palette is like trying to find a tiny pinprick in a football field of grass. Impossible to get. It's so frustrating. I had I found one for sale on Facebook Marketplace from someone in America, and I says, how much do you want for it? And she says $275. I was like, do you know what, fine. And then I said, you know, how much shipping? I'd have to check with my husband, and I'm a bit scared to ask him, to be honest. But I think if I ever do get it, it's going to cost a lot. So this was their holiday release, I think, for Halloween 2019, I believe, and it was on Beauty Bay. You could buy the 2 of them, and I was like, I'm not paying that much, because at that time I was all about AliExpress palettes and dupes and getting cheap stuff and Makeup Revolution, and I wouldn't dream of buying it. But now that's completely out the window. So this is what she looks like inside. Stunning colours, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I have used this a couple of times as well. I've used these colours here. This is such a gorgeous colour. But yeah, if anyone has Mwert, I know I literally only have like 10 followers or 10 subscribers, but if this gets shared and if people can watch this and spread it around, I need Mwert, and I'm happy to swap any. I will swap all of my other Melt palettes for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not desperate for it. And the last one I have is my all-time favourite one. She's in Parties. So this is just beautiful. It totally like aspires to, aspires is the wrong word. It totally relates to my kind of wanting to be a goth when I'm really not. I'm far too old to be a goth. This shade is one of my all-time favourite ever eyeshadow shades ever. Every single shade in this palette is beautiful. It's quite cool toned, but it's stunning. In a heartbeat, I would never, ever, ever, ever give this one away or trade it. If somebody wants Mwert, has got Mwert and wants this, I can't give it away. So, you know, whatever. But she's gorgeous, stunning. My favourite one. And then we also have, I'm going to try and move my phone, so apologies if it gets all a bit I'm going to try and move it so we also have this stunning PR box from last year. Beetlejuice is my all-time favourite ever film, and when I saw they were doing a collab with Melt, it was a no-brainer, and I was going to have it for Christmas. My husband paid for it and bought it me. You will notice there is a thingy missing there. I gave that to my dear friend because she couldn't buy it when it went on sale, and I knew I'd never use a yellow eyeliner, so I gave that to her. You got 3 lipsticks, 3 lip paints, 3 eyeliners, 2 palettes, a mascara, curling iron, a little bag here, a mirror, and brushes all here, which stay in the box. They don't come out of the box. I don't use them. I will try and open the palettes. Let's see. So this one is my favourite of the two. So we have the waiting room palette, which looks like this. Of course, the reds, darks, stunning. Juno, when it first came out, people were like, oh, Juno's a bit rubbish, but I think it's a topper shade more than anything else. So these two look similar. These two look similar. However, when you use them, they're not. And, you know, I can't moan about it. It's just like, it's like things like this. Is this what happens when you die? This is what happens when you die. That is what happens when they die. You know, it's all kind of like little touches like that, which are stunning. And then in each palette, you had like a snippet of the film. So this was inside the waiting room palette. I took it out. The other palette is the recently deceased one. So we had this inside, still from the film. And then this one is this colour. This is also very beautiful. That dark green is like unreal. So this is really, really nice. Again, these look very similar. These look very similar, but they're not when you use them. But the way they've done this, the design of this is just, you know, you can't complain. And if you do, then what are you complaining about? Don't buy it if you don't like it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. That is my Melt Cosmetics collection. I'm waiting to get the new one, the Amor y Mariposa. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, so I'm not sure if I've pronounced that correctly. But I think I put on my Instagram, if I've learned anything in the last 2 years, if you like a palette and it's part of a limited collection, do not wait. Just buy it right away, because it'll be gone, and then it's disappeared off the face of the earth, and then you can't get it and you really want it, which is the struggle I've been having for the last 18 months when I can't get Mert anymore. So just open the inside of this. Look at that. It's so nice. And you've just got like the little Melt Beetlejuice thing there. If it focuses, here we are. Focus. Anyway, you can see it. Melt Beetlejuice. You've got the little Melt zip thing here. It's just gorgeous. It's such an amazing package, and I was beyond excited to have that. So thank you for watching this video. This is my Melt Cosmetics collection. Oh my gosh, I'd love somebody from Melt to see this. How amazing would that be if they were like, hi, we will send you a Mwert palette if you like. I'll be like, oh my god, yes. You can have all of these, apart from this one. Joking. So yeah, this is all of them. This is my pride and joy in my collection. I love these. If I were to give up all my palettes, I would do apart from these, and I'd just keep these. I mean, that's unlikely to happen, really, but if that ever were to happen, I would keep these because I love them. So there we are. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know what your favourite Melt palette is, or which ones you like, which ones you don't like, which ones you think are crap, which ones you think are stunning. And also, if you have a Mwert that you don't want, let me have it. Thank you very much. Bye.